She ranked me dead last in her Rate My Exes TikTok and called me safe but boring. So I moved out while she was at work. Now she's jobless, desperate, and I don't think about her at all. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I found out my girlfriend publicly humiliated me on a Tuesday afternoon. My buddy Jake sent me a text. Dude, you need to see this. Followed by a TikTok link. I was at my desk, halfway through a budget report, thinking he was sending me something funny. I clicked it. The video started with that upbeat trending audio, and there was Brittany, my girlfriend of 2.5 years, sitting on our couch, the one I'd helped her pick out, holding up 5 fingers. Ranking my exes from worst to best, the text overlay read. She put down 1 finger. Number 5. Mike. My actual name. My face felt hot. Mike was safe. Stable. Boring. Like dating your accountant. She laughed. That laugh I used to think was cute. 4 out of 10. Would not recommend if you actually want to feel alive. I watched her put down the other fingers. For other guys. Guys I'd heard about in passing. Guys from college. Guys from before me. She got a number 1. Ethan. She smiled differently for this one. Warmer. Actually exciting. Took risks. Made me feel like I was living, not just existing. 9 out of 10. Maybe I should call him. She added a thinking emoji with her fingers, that coy little smirk on her face. The video had 57,000 views. The comments were worse. Poor Mike Elmo, accountant energy, loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face. Girl call Ethan, safe guys always finish last FR. And Brittany had pinned her own comment at the top. Sometimes safe isn't enough nail polish. I sat there staring at my phone for what felt like an hour, but was probably 2 minutes. My coworker asked if I was okay. I said I was fine. I wasn't fine. I left work early. Told them I had a migraine, which wasn't entirely a lie. My head was pounding. I drove home on autopilot, parked in our apartment complex, and sat in the car trying to figure out what I was supposed to do with this information. She'd posted it 3 days ago. 3 days. We'd had breakfast together this morning. She'd kissed me goodbye. I walked into the apartment around 4 p.m. She was on the couch, scrolling through her phone, probably reading more comments. She looked up, surprised. Hey, you're home early. Everything okay? I pulled out my phone, opened the TikTok, turned it toward her. Want to explain this? Her face went through several expressions in rapid succession. Surprise. Guilt. Then something harder. Defensive. Oh my God, you saw that. She set her phone down. Mike, it's just a trend. Everyone's doing it. It's not that serious. You call me boring. Publicly. You ranked me dead last and told 57,000 people I'm a 4 out of 10. I didn't think you'd see it. She stood up. It's just TikTok. It's not real life. You pinned a comment saying safe isn't enough. That seems pretty real to me. You're being too sensitive about this. She crossed her arms. This is exactly what I mean, Mike. You can't even handle a silly video. Everything has to be so serious with you. A silly video. I felt something cold settle in my chest. You publicly humiliated me, and I'm too sensitive. It's social media. It's supposed to be fun. Her voice was rising now. Maybe if you were more fun, more spontaneous, I wouldn't have to post stuff like that to feel something. Feel something, I repeated. Have you been talking to Ethan? The pause told me everything. We've texted a little bit. As friends. How long? That's not. Mike, we're just talking. How long? A few weeks. She looked away. Maybe a month. It's nothing. I sat down on the armchair. Not the couch. Couldn't sit where she'd filmed that video. A month. We're just catching up. God, why do you have to make everything into a thing? She was fully angry now, like I was the one who'd done something wrong. You know what? Yes, I've been talking to him. And yes, maybe I'm curious where it could go. Because this, she gestured between us. This isn't enough anymore. You're not enough anymore. There it was. The truth under all the deflection. You're safe, Mike. You're stable. You're never going to take a risk or do anything exciting. You're going to work your accounting job and come home and watch Netflix, and that's it. That's the rest of my life if I stay with you. I'm a financial analyst, not an accountant, I said quietly. Stupidly. Like that mattered. See? That right there. She laughed, but it wasn't kind. That's exactly what I mean. Who cares? It's all the same boring office stuff. Ethan is starting his own business. He's taking chances. He's actually living. Ethan works part-time at a vape shop. He's an entrepreneur. Her face was flushed now. He has vision. He has passion. He doesn't just accept whatever boring life gets handed to him. I stood up. I felt very calm suddenly. Eerily calm. Okay. Okay, what? Okay. I hear you. You want exciting. You want Ethan. You think I'm boring. I picked up my keys from the side table. I'm going to go stay with Jake tonight. We'll figure out the apartment stuff later. Wait, what? You're leaving? You just told me I'm not enough. That I'll never be enough. What exactly do you want me to do here, Brittany? I didn't say. I just meant. She looked panicked now, like she'd expected a different reaction. A fight, maybe. Begging. We should talk about this. You've been talking to another guy for a month. You made a viral video calling me boring. You just told me to my face I'm not enough. I opened the door. I think we're done talking. You should be grateful I stayed this long, right? I threw her own words back at her. The TikTok comment. Mike, don't be like this. Good luck with Ethan. I hope he's everything you're looking for. I left, closed the door on whatever she said next, sat in my car, and just breathed for a while. Then I drove to Jake's. I didn't go back to the apartment when she was there. I took a sick day Wednesday, a real one this time, because I barely slept on Jake's couch. Thursday morning, I checked her Instagram story. She'd posted a gym selfie at 7:30 a.m., captioned, "New beginnings, energy sparkles." She'd be at work until 3 o'clock. She was an elementary school teacher. Very scheduled. I went to the apartment at 9 a.m. with Jake and his truck. It took us 3 hours to pack everything that was mine. Clothes, books, my desk setup, kitchen stuff I'd brought into the relationship. My TV. I left the couch, the bed frame, all the furniture we'd bought together. I didn't want any of it. I called the landlord from the parking lot, explained the situation professionally, offered to pay my half of the rent for 2 more months while she found a roommate or figured something out. He appreciated it, said he'd draw up an amendment to the lease. The last thing I did was leave a note on the kitchen counter, under her coffee mug, the mug I'd bought her for Christmas last year. I saw the video. I heard what you said. I hope Ethan is everything you're looking for. I'm out. Good luck with everything. Mike. Then I blocked her number. Blocked her on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. Jake helped me move my stuff into a storage unit while I looked for a new apartment. My phone buzzed with texts from unknown numbers that evening. I knew it was her, trying to reach me from other people's phones or from apps. I didn't read them, just blocked each number as it came in. I stayed with Jake for a week, then moved into a small 1-bedroom apartment across town. It was smaller than what I was used to, but it was mine, just mine. I spent that first weekend setting it up, and something about building furniture alone, hanging my own pictures, choosing what went where. It felt like breathing for the first time in months. I didn't hear anything about Brittany for about 3 weeks. I'd asked our mutual friends not to tell me anything, and most of them respected that. I was going to the gym more. Started therapy, my insurance covered it, so why not? My therapist asked me how I felt about everything. Numb, I told her. I'm just numb. That's normal, she said. You're processing. Give yourself time. Then, about 6 weeks after I left, Jake mentioned something. So, I don't know if you want to know this, but Brittany moved that Ethan guy into your old apartment. Okay, I said. We were at a bar, having beers after work. Like, 2 weeks after you left. It's all over her Instagram. She's posting couple stuff constantly. Good for her. You're really okay. I don't know if I'm okay, I admitted. But I'm better than I would be if I'd stayed. Jake nodded. For what it's worth, man, she's an idiot. You're a catch. A boring, safe catch, I said, trying to make it a joke. Stable isn't boring. It's grown up. She's going to figure that out. I didn't think so, but I appreciated him saying it. Another few weeks passed. I was settling into my new routine. Work, gym, therapy, hanging out with friends. I went on a date. Nothing serious, just coffee with a woman from a work conference. It was fine. Pleasant. I wasn't ready for anything serious, but it was nice to feel like I could have a conversation with someone who didn't think I was fundamentally insufficient. Then the cracks in Brittany's new life started showing. I didn't go looking for the information. It came to me through mutual friends who couldn't help themselves. Ethan doesn't have a job, our friend Nicole told me at a birthday party. Like at all. Brittany's covering everything. She's already stressed about it. She made her choice, I said. I know, I thought you'd want to know karma's working. I'm trying not to think about it. But the information kept filtering through. Ethan's business was a cryptocurrency scheme that never materialized. He was between projects, which apparently meant unemployed and borrowing money. Brittany was covering rent, utilities, food, everything. The exciting, risk-taking entrepreneur needed his elementary school teacher girlfriend to fund his lifestyle. I felt nothing hearing this. Not satisfaction, not vindication. Nothing. Then, about 3 months after I left, everything fell apart for her. Nicole called me. Holy shit, Mike. Did you hear? Hear what? The video. That TikTok Brittany made. Someone sent it to the school district. My stomach dropped. What? A parent found it, recognized her, complained that it was inappropriate for a teacher to post that kind of content publicly. It went to the principal, then the superintendent. She's on administrative leave. Jesus. There's a whole Facebook group of parents sharing it. They're saying she's unprofessional, that she's setting a bad example. The school board is investigating. I didn't know what to say. I'd wanted her to face consequences, sure, but this was beyond what I'd imagined. And, Nicole continued, Ethan broke up with her. What? Like, the day she got put on leave. Apparently, he said it was too much drama, and he needed to focus on his energy. He moved out. She found out he was also texting Sarah from her friend group. Like, the whole time. Sarah was one of Brittany's close friends. The betrayal there was almost poetic. Everyone's kind of backing away from her, Nicole said quietly. The video resurfaced, and people are seeing it differently now. Like, she humiliated her boyfriend publicly, and now she's getting humiliated publicly. People aren't sympathetic. Is she okay? I asked, and immediately regretted it. Why did I care? I don't know. She's not posting anything. Her parents are pissed. They loved you, by the way. I think she's pretty isolated. We hung up shortly after. I sat in my apartment, processing this information. I'd wanted her to understand what she'd done was wrong. But seeing her life implode felt heavier than I'd expected. Still, I didn't reach out. What would I even say? The first time she tried to contact me was a few days after Nicole's call. A text from an unknown number. Hey, I know it's been a while. I knew it was her immediately. I stared at the message. Another one came through. I just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. Then, I've been thinking about us a lot lately. I didn't respond. I just blocked the number. 2 weeks later, my phone rang from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but I was expecting a call from a contractor about something in my apartment. I picked up. Mike. Her voice. Small, tentative. So different from the last time I'd heard it. I should have hung up. Brittany. Oh my God, you answered. She sounded like she might cry. I wasn't sure you would. I've been trying to reach you. I know. Listen, I messed up, Mike. I see that now. I really messed up. I didn't say anything. Things with Ethan didn't work out. He wasn't who I thought he was. He was using me. For money, for a place to stay. He was texting other women the whole time. He left the second things got hard. I'm sorry that happened to you, I said, and meant it on some level. I lost my job. Well, probably. The investigation is still ongoing, but it doesn't look good. That stupid video. I wish I could take it back. I wish I'd never posted it. Okay. And I miss what we had, Mike. I miss you. You were good to me. You were always good to me, and I didn't appreciate it. I was stupid and immature, and I don't know what I was thinking. The silence stretched between us. Mike, are you still there? Yeah, I'm here. Do you think? Is there any chance we could talk? Like actually talk? Get coffee or something? No, I said quietly. I don't think that's a good idea. Please. I just need to explain. I appreciate you calling, but I've moved on. Moved on? It's been 3 months. Yeah, and I'm in a different place now. Literally and figuratively. I hope you figure things out, Brittany. I really do. But I'm not part of that process. Mike, please don't. I hung up. My hands were shaking. Not from anger or sadness, but from adrenaline. I'd actually done it. Set a boundary and held it. I blocked that number too. About a week after that call, her sister Rachel contacted me. We'd always gotten along okay, but I should have known she'd try. Mike, hey, it's Rachel. Do you have a minute? What's up, Rachel? Look, I know things ended badly with you and Britt, but she's really struggling right now. Here we go, I thought. She told me about the job situation and Ethan. Then you know how bad things are for her. She lost her job, Mike. She lost the guy she left you for. She's probably going to lose the apartment because she can't afford it alone. She's in a really dark place. That's terrible. I hope she gets the support she needs. You could be that support. Rachel's voice took on an edge. She made a mistake. One mistake. She's paying for it way more than she deserves. One mistake. I couldn't help the laugh. Rachel, she made a viral video, humiliated me, was emotionally cheating for a month, and told me to my face I wasn't good enough. That's not one mistake. That's a pattern of disrespect. She was confused. She's young. She made a bad choice. We're both 28. We're not that young. Can't you just talk to her? 5 minutes. That's all she's asking. No, you're being really cold about this, Mike. She's family to me, and you were almost family too. I thought you cared about her. I did care about her. A lot. But she made it very clear that what we had wasn't valuable to her. She threw it away for something exciting. That was her choice. I'm not responsible for the consequences of her choice. So you're just going to let her suffer. I'm not letting her do anything. She's an adult. She made decisions. This is what happened. I'm sorry she's struggling. Rachel, I really am. But that's not my responsibility anymore. Wow. Rachel's voice was ice now. You know what? Maybe she was right about you. Maybe you are too boring and cold to handle a real relationship. Maybe I am, I said calmly. Either way, I need you to respect my decision and not contact me about this again. I wish Brittany the best, but I'm not going to be part of her life moving forward. I hung up before she could respond. Blocked her number too. That evening, new texts started coming in from different numbers. I recognized the pattern. Brittany, getting more desperate, more angry. You know what? You are boring. I was right about that. You're probably alone anyway. No one wants someone like you. I only feel bad because I wasted 2 years on someone so cold and selfish. Ethan was 10x the man you'll ever be. At least he knew how to make me feel something. I screenshot each message and saved them to a folder on my phone, then blocked each number. A part of me was almost relieved to see this side of her. The victim mask was slipping. This was who she really was. 5 months passed. Real, solid months where I started to feel like myself again. Maybe better than myself. I got a promotion at work, senior financial analyst, with a significant raise. I moved into a better apartment, a 2-bedroom with an actual view. I was going to the gym 4 times a week and looked better than I had in years. And I met someone. Her name was Sarah, different Sarah, not the one from Brittany's friend group. We met at a work conference, ended up at the same networking dinner, and just clicked. She was a corporate lawyer, sharp and funny and kind. We'd been dating for about 2 months, taking it slow, and I was genuinely happy. Not trying to prove anything, not trying to fill a void. Just happy. She knew about my previous relationship in broad strokes. I dated someone for a couple years. It ended badly. I took some time to work on myself. She didn't need the details. It wasn't relevant to us. Then came Jake's engagement party. Jake and his fiancée Melissa were having a big celebration at a nice restaurant downtown. I'd RSVP'd yes, bringing Sarah as my +1. I didn't think about whether Brittany would be there. Melissa was more Jake's friend than our mutual friend, so I figured I was safe. I was wrong. Sarah and I walked in around 7 p.m. The party was already going, people clustered in groups, drinks flowing. I was introducing Sarah to people when I saw her. Brittany, standing alone near the bar, wearing a black dress that looked too formal for the occasion. She'd lost weight. Not in a healthy way. She looked tired. Our eyes met across the room. I watched her face cycle through shock, something like pain, then forced composure. That's her, isn't it? Sarah said quietly. She'd followed my gaze. Yeah. She looks miserable. Let's just enjoy the party, I said, steering us toward Jake. For the next hour, I tried to ignore Brittany's presence. Sarah was amazing, charming with my friends, funny, engaged. She fit into my life so naturally. I caught Brittany watching us a few times. Each time, I looked away. I was at the bar getting drinks when she approached. Sarah had gone to the bathroom. Mike. I turned. Brittany. Hi. Hey. She twisted her hands together. I didn't know you'd be here. Jake's my best friend. Right? Yeah, of course. She looked at me, then away, then back. You look good. Really good. Thanks. The silence was excruciating. Listen, she said. I know I'm probably the last person you want to talk to, but I've been wanting to say something for months. Brittany, please. Just let me say this. She took a breath. I was wrong. About everything. The video, what I said to you, choosing Ethan, all of it. I was so incredibly wrong and stupid and immature. I didn't respond. That video ruined my life, Mike. I lost my teaching license. I had to move back in with my parents. Everyone I know has seen it, and they all think I'm this terrible person. And they're right. I was terrible. Especially to you. I'm sorry that happened. Are you? She looked at me, and there was something desperate in her eyes. Because you seem fine. Better than fine. You seem great. I am fine. With her. She glanced toward the bathroom. Her name is Sarah. Does she know? About us. About what we had. She knows I was in a relationship that ended. That's all she needs to know. Brittany flinched like I'd slapped her. That's all. We were together for almost 3 years, Mike. That's all it was. Just a relationship that ended. What do you want me to say, Brittany? I want you to say you remember what we had. That it meant something. That I wasn't just. That you haven't completely erased me. People were starting to look. I kept my voice level. Of course I remember. But that was a different part of my life. I'm not in that part anymore. Because of me. Because I destroyed it. Her eyes were wet now. I know that. I think about it every day. I'm in therapy now. I'm working on myself. I'm trying to understand why I sabotaged something good. That's good. Therapy helps. Is there? She stepped closer. Mike, is there any chance at all, that we could talk? Get coffee? Just once. I need you to know how sorry I am. I need to make this right. This was the moment. The moment I'd imagined in different versions over the past months. Sometimes I'd pictured myself angry, vindictive. Sometimes I'd pictured myself forgiving. In this moment, standing in this restaurant with this woman who'd humiliated me, who'd told me I wasn't enough, who'd traded me for someone she thought was better, I felt neither angry nor forgiving. I felt nothing. Brittany, I'm with someone now. Someone who makes me happy. Someone who doesn't think I'm boring or insufficient or safe in a bad way. I don't think those things anymore. It doesn't matter if you do or don't. Because I don't think about this anymore. I don't think about us. That part of my life is done. Done. She looked stricken. Just done. Yeah. So that's it. After everything, I'm just nothing to you. You're not nothing. You're someone I used to date. Someone who taught me what I don't want in a relationship. I hope you're okay. I hope therapy helps you. I hope you find whatever you're looking for. But that's the extent of what I feel. Sarah appeared at my side then, sliding her hand into mine. Everything okay? I looked at Sarah. Pretty, kind, stable Sarah who thought my job was interesting, who liked quiet nights in as much as going out, who thought being financially responsible was attractive, not boring. Yeah, I said. Everything's good. I turned to Brittany. This is Sarah. Sarah, this is Brittany. We used to date. Used to. Past tense. Ancient history. Nice to meet you, Sarah said politely, reading the situation perfectly. Brittany stared at our joined hands. At Sarah's face. At me. She's pretty. She is, I agreed. Does she know what we had? She knows I was in a relationship that ended badly, I said. There's not much else to tell, really. It was a long time ago. 8 months. 8 months was a long time ago. An entire different life ago. Right. Brittany's voice was hollow. A long time ago. Take care of yourself, Brittany. I walked away with Sarah, back to the party, to my friends, to my life. I didn't look back. Later, as we were leaving, Sarah asked, was that hard? No, I said, and realized it was true. It wasn't hard at all. She seemed like she wanted something from you. She wanted me to still care, to still be affected, to prove she still mattered. And she doesn't. I thought about it. About the version of me who lived in that apartment, who watched her film that video on our couch, who thought he wasn't exciting enough. No, I said. She really doesn't. We walked to the car. Sarah was talking about something funny Jake had said, and I was listening, present there. Not thinking about Brittany. Not wondering if I'd been too harsh or too cold. Just there. My phone buzzed later that night. Another unknown number. I didn't even open the text. Just blocked it and went to bed. The next morning, I deleted the folder of screenshots I'd saved from her angry texts. I didn't need them anymore. Didn't need proof of who she really was. I already knew. More importantly, I didn't care. It's been 3 weeks since the party. I haven't heard from Brittany again. Maybe she finally got the message. Maybe she moved on. Maybe she's still trying to figure out where it all went wrong. I don't think about it much. Someone asked me recently if I was angry about what happened. About the video, the public humiliation, losing 2.5 years to someone who didn't value me. I told them the truth. I'm not angry. I'm grateful. She showed me exactly who she was. She saved me years of wondering if I should have tried harder, been more exciting, been less boring. She made the choice to leave, and in doing so, she freed me to find something real. Sarah and I are planning a weekend trip next month. Nothing crazy, just a cabin upstate. She's excited about it. I'm excited about it. It's going to be quiet, peaceful, maybe a little boring by some people's standards. But it's exactly what I want. Turns out boring was exactly what I needed to be. For the right person, stable isn't an insult. It's a gift. And for someone who values it, I'm not a 4 out of 10. I'm exactly enough. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.